HooHooHooRobin.
Amazing. What a crowd. What a crowd.
Yeah, hey. Live from Montreal.
Yes.
Canada. We're enjoying our time up here in Montreal. It's awesome.
Certainly are.
Love it up here.
Who decided that Sam was going to be the crowd warmer-up?
Yeah, really, it's not working.
Could not find a more disdainful warm-up guy.
You don't think he's likable and warm?
No, I just think his natural contempt oozes through, and he really doesn't want to warm people up.
We're going to go back to the dating game in a little bit.
Yes.
Jimmy,
What the hell?
Any thoughts during the break?
Hard to say. They're both fantastic. They're both beautiful and really nice and kind of open. I think they're both perverted.
Yeah.
And I say that with great affection. It's hard to say. They're both really nice.
So we're going to have to up the
beautiful, nice girls.
We're going to have to up the ante then to get a winner.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
The winner is the one that doesn't have to go on the date.
Yeah.
Which one is wincing? The girl from
Kelly.
Toronto?
Why are you wincing, Kelly? We wouldn't do anything unpleasant.
I've heard the show. I know what.
She knows what goes on.
Oh, man.
She knows the soft cell setup when she hears one.
I didn't save up any logs to dump on Jimmy's chest. Oh, silly me.
Well, the other one doesn't know what that's about because she's new to the show.
That story I told about shitting in Bob's tub was a joke.
Now she's not interested.
Yeah. Oh,
She's
I was
out.
turning her on.
I really blow it quickly. Did your friend say anything bad about me?
Yeah.
What? All right.
Okay.
He's a good boy.
All right, we're going to get back to that. We
Yeah.
got Chris Stefano back stage.
Where is he?
We want to give him another shot because he didn't talk yesterday.
What happened?
He was a little nervous, Colin.
Was he?
Yeah,
Was he nervous? He was a lot of guys.
He was a little nervous.
There he is. Come on.
You were a little nervous, Chris, right?
Take a seat.
How you doing, buddy?
He was busy lifting the couch full of comics.
Were you nervous yesterday?
No, you know what? It wasn't that I was nervous. It was, I just, all the guys on the couch have done the show a bunch before. It's my first time. I kind of felt like, and Bobby was really just aggressive. So I kind of felt like Spider from Goodfellas. Like, if I fucking say anything, he's going to rip my face, shoot me.
You get shot in the foot.
I felt like Michael Imperioli, yeah. But, it was good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're bringing up that Bobby. I'm glad you're bringing up that Bobby was aggressive.
Yeah.
He was uncomfortably aggressive yesterday. I don't know what the fuck
That's
because
he's heading off all the insults.
I think he's
at the
had it with
pass.
the fat joke, so he's like, fuck you all, I'm going to beat the shit out of all of you.
He comes out of the gate like a maniac just to take away from that.
We said hi, and he was ripping our faces off.
You know how you know Bob's mad about something? If you say something, if you joke with him and he goes, "Really, dude?" And you're like, "Oh, fuck, I pissed him off."
Yeah, with that look in his eyes.
Yeah.
He's seen some things, that guy.
Yeah, Bob's had it with all
No,
us.
he figures he'll head it off at the pass and fucking attack
meanwhile-
you first.
But the story he told, the narrative of Bob yesterday when I saw him was like, I come there 1 hour sleep, everybody just starts attacking me. I couldn't say anything. They're calling me fat. They're making fun of my eye.
I don't think
he told
that
just the opposite story.
I don't think that happened.
No, it didn't.
I think that's what he thinks is happening in his head.
How would you feel if he was just sitting there
said
with
hi.
dumb sunglasses on?
I know he had the sunglasses on the whole time.
How do we not fucking talk about that?
Dolt.
You
Yeah.
scratch my corny, you do what?
And then fucking
Ow.
fucking Joe DeRosa just talking about, we couldn't stop him, talking about how much he wants to suck dick.
That's
Joe
all he
was
was fucking talking about.
Jesus Christ, it's okay to think it.
Colin, we were trying to move on, and he kept going back to the point that, he wants to suck a dick.
Bailey J. Oh. Not like it's a guy, it's a girl.
It was the conversation at the steak.
Compromise.
It was the conversation at the steak dinner.
A dick and balls.
We think Joe might,
Yeah, Joe's ready to make the move.
he's ready to make the move.
And it's great because
That's why you're having like the hyper masculine kid like this big whop over here on the show. Right?
Just fucking came in.
he's an enforcer.
This kid looks like an ass kicker, right, Chris?
Yeah, he looks like a problem.
Yeah.
He could be a problem.
I think people think that about me, but I don't get into many fights, man. I always try to talk it out, but like I said yesterday, there was a couple of times, one time in my life where I really snapped. And but that was about
The
it.
baseball bat time.
Baseball bat to the back of the head. That was
Right,
the only thing that
right.
I did.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't,
That's a
and it's
Was it a racial incident?
Exactly.
With some slurs thrown.
Yeah. What was he doing? Waiting for a bus in Howard Beach and he took care of it?
You're in the wrong neighborhood, guy.
How many times has he said that?
Yeah, guy. It's a bad thing. Oh, what's up, guy? All right, calm down. Nah, it's fucking. We were playing basketball. and kid fouled me. And fucking just went home and got a baseball
I
bat.
happen to have a bat on me at the basketball game.
No, he went home and got the bat, which is worse.
All right, you're a psycho.
Plenty of time to
You had
think
plenty
about
of time to calm down, but you still went back with the baseball bat and gave him a shot.
It was a time in my life where I was really like exercising a lot. And I was taking this thing called NO Explode, which just fucking makes you lose your mind. I almost had like 3 heart attacks when I was 19 from it. This kid fouled me and I just fucking went nuts.
Yeah.
And I fucking lost it. And my mother was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And I was like, "Fucking kid fouled me, Mom."
Wow.
How
I
long?
want pancakes.
How long was the walk home?
It's about a 5-minute walk. Holy shit.
Plenty of time to cool off.
Yeah, no, I fucking my heart. I had to go to. I honestly had to go to the hospital twice taking that shit.
Wow.
And the doctor's like, "You got to stop." I was like, "But I got to get fucking ripped." So I'd rather have my heart explode.
Yeah.
Did he apologize after he fouled you?
Did
Or
he
after he got
apologize
hit with the bat?
Well, no, it was a whole big thing. His father was going to press charges on me,
Oh,
and then
shit.
my father paid his father a visit and was like, I don't know what
Give him
happened.
an envelope full of money.
but- yeah. No charges were ever pressed,
Yeah.
What did your father say, you think?
I don't know. I have no idea what my dad said. He would handle situations like that, never tell me
Hey,
what
we
happened.
We
It
could
just-
work this out like gentlemen.
Yeah. The problem always went away, though.
Kids, kids, they lose their heads 10%.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Yeah. What can we do?
That's all you do. What are you going to do? And then everything's cool.
There actually is another situation where I snapped. I just I remember
shit.
this. I'm
Okay.
sorry. It's
All right.
honestly,
No,
it's
it's
just all
great.
coming back.
You were on a date and she said no.
Yes.
But this is a situation that I think most of guys would snap. So, and this is one time where I did see my father. It happened in front of me. So 9/11 happened, right? My mother worked in the building. She was okay, but I thought she worked on like the fucking 95th floor.
Holy
so
shit.
I didn't speak to her. I didn't know where she was. Whatever. I went to all boy Catholic high school. I start just fucking. I lose my emotions. I start hysterical crying, just going crazy. This kid Frank starts laughing at me.
Uh-oh.
So I took I took a chair and I broke it over his head.
Wow.
Like over his shoulder though. And that was a big issue.
Yeah, sure.
Catholic high school. And so they were going to throw me out of school. They were going to expel me from school.
Till it was all put in perspective of 9/11.
Yeah. Well, so I call my dad right away and I'm like, "Dad, I'm going to get thrown out of school." He goes, "No, you're not. Nothing's going to happen. Don't worry about it." So we get off. We had off the next day, off Wednesday. We go back Thursday. I go back to school Thursday. I just tried to show up like Larry David when he said he got fired.
Yeah.
And then he just showed up. Like that's what happened. I just showed up and they were like, "DeStefano, you're expelled." So I called my dad again. I said, "Dad, they're going to throw me out." He goes, "I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. I was like, "You live on Staten Island. We're in Queens." He goes, "I'll fucking be there in 10 minutes.
Wow.
He shows up in like 12 minutes with New York Yankees batting practice jacket, a coffee, and flip-flops. And he goes, "I need a meeting with the principal." And
I need to sit down with the principal.
Listen, Brother Alphonse, we got to talk about this.
well, and he says, and they're like, "Well, you can't just get a meeting, And he goes, "Just give me a meeting with the principal." So we sit down with the principal, and I swear this is all true. I'm not making any of this up. The principal says he's expelled. And my dad said, "There's got to be another situation. There's got to be another. We have to figure something out." The kid thought his mother was dead. He was getting laughed at. "Come on, wouldn't you do what he did?" And the brother was like, "Well, no, I'm a man of faith, And he said to my dad, "Aren't you a man of faith?" And my dad was very specific. He goes, "I lost my faith September 6, 1979.
Oh, Jesus.
And he was in prison at the time, so I think something might have happened.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That I wouldn't want to ask you. And then he just looked at me, and I was like, "All right, sorry." Head down.
There's a date he remembers.
Yeah, I was like, "Sorry, Dad."
Oh, wow.
And then he really goes, and then he really does. He says to my dad, "What part don't you understand, Mrs. Stefano? Your kid is thrown out." And then my dad takes like a deep breath. He got fucking beyond pissed. I think because number one, he just revealed the fact to his son that he got fucked in the ass in jail in some weird way. And number two, he fucking you don't. My dad type of guy, like at that time, he just didn't say that type of stuff to him.
Yeah.
So he says, Brother Roy was his name. Brother Roy. I'm going to give you two choices right now." That's what he says.
Oh, shit.
He says, "The second one's really going to suck for you." And he goes, "Choice number one, we work something out right now. choice number 2, and he said, this is going to suck. I'm going to come over that table and break both your kneecaps. And then he says, I know you're going to think that I just heard that from a movie. I'm the guy they write the movies about. So I was like, holy shit. And then he stands up in front of the door.
Waiting for the answer.
And says, I'll call 911 right now. He says, I'd rather go to prison for the next 15 years than have my kid get thrown out and have to listen to his mother's fucking mouth. He said, so you make the choice, make the right one. White as a ghost. And he says, well, what do you want to do? And I was on the basketball team at the time. And my father was like, well, let's just expel him from the basketball team. I was like, fuck that, Dad. Break his kneecaps. I want to play ball. And that's what wound up happening. You know, they and then actually they became friends somehow by the time of graduation. But I got expelled from the basketball team.
Who became friends?
But my dad and the brother and the principal became friends after that. But it was that was like the second time I snapped that I just remembered. And then I almost got thrown out of school for it. But instead, I just lost a basketball scholarship.
Oh wow!
But
man, that
and then my dad,
was the
revealed
real
this specific
deal.
thing. Yeah, and then I started, want to become a comic. After that, I felt the pain. I was like, oh shit.
Couldn't go into the family
What
business.
high school was this?
Archbishop Malloy.
Oh,
yeah.
And you started for them.
Yeah, well, I was.
I know that Queens basketball. My brother played for Ford, so I don't want to hear his scholarship.
No insult, but you don't seem quite tall enough for a basketball.
Well, I was, like 40 pounds lighter and just fucking like
ripped.
Yeah, I was ripped and I was just like very aggressive.
Plus, he was hard to stop scoring because if you fouled him, he'd go home and get the bat.
right.
And there were no chairs
You
for the
drive the lane. Probably.
Do that.
Now my team was good though. We were top 10 in the country.
Yeah, Malloy.
Yeah, we were fucking.
You got to
no
rep.
joke.
Everyone's
Kenny
sitting on beanbag chairs.
Yeah. We had a couple of kids go to the NBA, so it was fucking
really?
pretty. Yeah, on my one team, which is
Not white though.
no chance.
Yeah.
No white. The baseball kid Mike Baxter, he played for the Mets. White guy. We were in the same homeroom. He saw that whole shit go down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking.
Holy shit.
He saw the whole shit, and I
Tell him to give you free Mets tickets, so the same will happen to him.
That's it.
Throw that weight around.
Yeah.
Wow.
Another kid in my high school class was a Golden Gloves boxer Then also in my class was the cannibal cop. That guy a couple of years. We were also.
Was his name
Yeah.
Gabriel something?
Gilberto Val.
Oh, Gilberto, right.
Another true thing. We took Christian, the cannibal cop, was the guy who, in New York City, what was it, maybe 6 months ago, he got busted because he wanted to cook and eat women.
His wife, yeah.
It was his wife and a whole bunch of other ones, which I found out actually a couple of weeks ago that number 3 on his list, I actually used to hook up with her. She was pretty hot. But he was fucking, I was like, yo, you were number 3. You were close to getting fucked. I was like, but I was in Christian marriage class with this kid, and I would always remember we had to, have that egg, it's supposed to be a boy and a girl, but all boy Catholic high schools was just fucking me and him, two husbands, and we had this egg, and he always would say, let's just fucking crack the egg and eat it. You want to crack the egg?
Oh, wow.
10 years later, it turns out he fucking wants to boil women in a pot. I was like, you psycho.
Wow.
I grew up
Yeah.
in Christian marriage.
And he was, if anyone doesn't remember the case, he's a New York City cop, and he was online with some guy in England, and they were talking about like cannibalism as a sexual thing, but he was actually like giving details of his wife's jogging route, and I don't know how he got convicted because they said it went way beyond fantasy and very deeply
Because
into
he never
planning it.
did it.
No, he
never
didn't
really
No.
ate anybody, and he talked about it online, like
Yeah.
Jimmy said,
It's
and they
censorship.
convicted him of some kind of fucking crime.
He was plotting to do it. I don't know what details that came out that they said he was for real.
Well, I know a couple of guys who know his family. So one of the guys I know was in the courtroom. Came in the courtroom with them and said that the prosecution said what they think swayed the jury is the prosecution said if we found, because they found this guy at the last second with fucking shovels and pots
Ready
and
to go.
knives. They were like, if we found a terrorist with all the fucking bombs about to press the button and we caught him, is that not attempted,
that's
murder?
true.
Is that not attempted terrorism? And the jury was like, I guess it is. So now this kid's going to get life.
Although
With the same age. He's going to get life in prison.
It could, again, I'm not defending him, but he could be like just a weird ritualistic sexual thing for him to buy, knowing deep down he's never going to do it.
Yeah.
I
Why'd you
know
say you're
him.
not defending him?
Yeah.
That could be it. I don't know.
Articulate defense he's ever had in his life.
He was like a sex nut, in high school. I mean, with the egg, he always, an old boy Catholic high school, if you walked with your book bag in front, you're like, fucking boner, you have a boner. 24/7, this kid had a boner. Always with his book bag in front.
Wow.
And it was a weird thing, it's like maybe it's just, and he wasn't gay or nothing, it just fucking kids can't stop thinking about sex.
I like that he passed the psych for the police department very handily.
Yeah, that's odd.
Apparently he was
right
close
there.
to making detective.
Wow.
I'm friends with one of the girls. She's a porn girl, and she was in one of the videos that was found on his computer. We talked about him when I saw her.
Small world.
It really is, and she does weird lesbian fetish porn. And she goes, that cannibal, that cop, and she's like, I was in one of the, because she was like, did one where they cooked her and ate her or whatever, and she's like, it was so silly on the set. We were all joking about it. It wasn't sexy to us.
Crazy ass fetish.
And
crazy.
I want to eat somewhere.
yeah, and so he came up. She was lovely. I got nowhere with her, by the way. Nowhere.
Hey, Sammy from Queens. He wants to back you up about the neighborhood.
All right.
Put some headphones on if you got him close.
Oh, we're taking a call?
Why not? Let's see if this works.
Can the audience hear it or no?
Of course not.
They'll be able to hear?
I'll put him through the
Can you
monitor.
switch his carrier for this call? It's very expensive.
Very expensive.
These guys are great in the corner, setting up
yeah.
this whole fucking place. Thanks again, guys. Sammy, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, boys? Hey,
Hey.
Chris, it's Sammy Rodriguez from Ridgewood.
Hey,
Oh,
Sammy.
boy.
What's up,
Oh,
How you doing, Sam?
that was
How you
not
doing,
a
brother?
recognized.
Well, listen.
He gave, let me put that
yeah,
look
hold
in
on.
words. Who the fuck are you? That's pretty much.
And hold on, Sammy, hold on. We'll say that for the record. You're saying you're this guy from Ridgewood. We don't know who he is. So you
I
gotta
don't
say
know.
that.
I don't know who you are.
Sammy from Metropolitan.
We'll,
buddy.
we'll see him
Who
no
I
more.
am from St. Matthias. He knows who I am. I know his dad. I back up all this shit. His dad's a nice, sweet guy, but you can't cross him. Don't cross his father. But I know his dad for a long time.
Now I know. Now I'm recognizing your voice. I think you're one of the guys that may have crossed my father.
Oh, no. I was on his side.
Nah, I'm joking. Nah, I know. You're good. I remember you now,
How's
Sam.
that wheelchair?
He's from the candy store.
I need some to explode, Sammy. I'm getting fucking weak.
Okay. That's all I wanted to say, Chris. I wanted to back you up. I've been following your comedy, and you're doing pretty good.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. He's blowing up.
It's always my father and his friends are always fucking just a jab at the end.
Yeah.
It's always,
hey, you doing?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I was on Letterman 3 weeks ago. My dad comes to me. He was like, it was fucking good, but you're not hosting the show, but it was good. It was good. Because I'm not Letterman.
Did you talk to him at the end when he came over to you?
Letterman, yeah,
That's cool.
I did. Yeah, it was cool. Talked for a couple of minutes. John Travolta was on the show with me, so that was the fucking
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Oh, nice.
Gee, my mother was going crazy 2 days, and my father was like, "You better clench your ass cheeks, kid." You know what I'm saying? Johnny T.
Did you meet him?
Oh my God, boy, did I meet him?
Really?
Oh yeah, he was he was the first guest, and I was do my stand up next, and he came back and he said, "You have on a beautiful suit." And I said, thanks.
Oh.
And he said, "Are you nervous?" I was like, "Well, now I am." Jesus Christ. Holy
Wow.
shit. And then I'm telling you, man, it's not, I fucking looked into his eyes, and that guy's eyes are fucking piercing.
Yeah.
Light crystal blue, like the ocean. It was amazing.
Let me ask you something. Are you going to remember a date like your father did?
That's what all comes out.
That Letterman date?
Oh, Jesus.
Etched
It was
in your mind?
And,
Wow.
yeah, and he just
Yeah.
fucking, and he was, that Scientology shit, like he put his hand on my chest. He was like, "Just go out there and come from a place of strength." And I was like, "Do you want to fuck? What's going on?"
Yeah. Are you trying to fuck me?
Scientology.
Yeah, and then it really did calm me down. I was fucking nervous. It was my first time doing it.
What does that mean? Come from a place of strength. That's great advice, but I wouldn't know how to do that. As I wallow in weakness.
Well, what he said was, come from a place of strength, and he said, all the work is done. Now just go out and have fun. And I think what he meant by that is like, I went through the fucking audition process and strenuous waiting for the call, and he's like, now just go have fun.
I think Chris is a Scientologist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if Chris is a Scientologist or recently was sodomized into being one.
Piercing blue eyes of John Travolta.
He was like touching you though, like Jesus.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And I swear this is true. I got that advice, and then like a classic, guy, I felt on top of the world, and then I wanted to go downtown and feel like a piece of shit 2 hours after I do Letterman. I did comedy for 7 people from Sweden who don't speak English.
Man.
Fucking Village Lantern. And, Tracy Morgan was there, and he said to me, I swear this is, and I don't know what the fuck he meant. And then he walked away.
That's Tracy.
That's
My
Tracy.
girlfriend was like, Tracy, Chris just did Letterman. He goes, oh, that's, for real, take a walk with me. So we're walking down the block. And then he said 2 things. He said, number 1, your girl's toes look mad good, painted like Skittles. I like that shit. Taste the rainbow, son. She's nice. And then he said, back to back, he goes, 2 things I want to tell you right now. Working hard is different than commitment, and pregnant pussy stay wet. I swear to God, and then
You
walked
don't even
away.
have to swear to God.
Yeah, we know.
So fucking
That's actually better advice than I was expecting.
Yeah.
And then just walked away. So you're doing good.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, thanks, Trace.
Life is like a fruit roll-up.
Yeah,
It's sweet and then you peel it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck do you mean?
Life is like a box of chocolate with stretch marks.
Yeah, Tracy is a weird guy, man.
Very good.
But that's,
Congratulations on Letterman.
that's
That's
good.
great.
Oh, thanks,
yeah,
man.
that
Yeah,
is pretty
great.
goddamn
Thank you.
good.
The set killed too, man.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Christy
Thank you.
Stefano.
That's a great fucking room to do stand up in. I've done it twice, but it's
braggart.
Well, I'm a lot older than Chris too. It's a little humiliating. He did it at a much younger age than I did, and it's like a fucking regular theater gig. It's a beautiful Ed Sullivan Theater, the lovely space. I had nothing. I
was thinking that while you were saying it.
Believe me, I was thinking of
what
it too.
the fuck?
I was gonna just try and bond and say it was a good theater, but then I'm like, it's not about me.
You just wanted to tell people that you also did.
Letterman.
Everybody knows.
Like, I would then say something like, I remember when I did Letterman too. It was very exciting.
Yeah.
Which then lets everyone know, oh wow, he did Letterman too.
Yeah.
Carl?
I did it a couple of times.
All
But I don't
right.
like the fact that he barely fucking talked to me in the breaks. He just sits there.
Yeah.
Oh, so what you're saying is that's Colin's way of saying he did panel, and we
No.
did
Right. Very good.
No, I did the thing, but then they sat me down once, but he didn't even say a word to me.
All right, we didn't sit down. We talked to Dave at the end. He came over and he was standing up, and we chatted with him.
Oh, look who's here.
Mark Maron has arrived.
Mark Maron.
Hi, Mark.
Take a seat.
You know,
Wow.
Hi, Mark.
what's up, Mark?
The
Good to
lovely
see you,
Mark
buddy.
Maron. It's like, I can't stand when these guys get TV shows because you were fucking like just Mark Maron, the comic guy. Yeah. And now I'm like, I saw him on TV, and it makes you're a different guy now.
Yeah, now
you're
I'm
the
just,
TV guy.
Yeah, I'm just that asshole on television.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking like all kind of, ooh.
No, don't do it.
No, I swear.
No, just stay. Let's keep it the way it was.
It's very funny.
What the fuck's wrong with Mark? Let's just keep it there.
Do you know
yeah,
Christy
okay.
Stefano? Do you know Chris? Is very funny. I know you know
So,
Colin.
Mark,
Do you know
how are you?
Hi, buddy. How are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
Don't cross his father.
No, don't. Be nice.
Trust us.
Be nice to him.
Trust us. Don't even cross him. He'll fucking lay a chair over your head.
No, not.
Couch.
I don't got any NO explode in me, so.
No.
I'm
Yeah, you are. You're looking weak.
I know, I am. I feel weak.
Get your hands on some of that. You go to the Canadian pharmacy, you pick up heroin. Whatever you need, my friend. I love that. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, what do you want? Codeine. What do you need that for? Yeah, I have some back pain. Whoa, right. Okie doke. Here you go. Whoa, that's
No
all
problem.
it takes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Mark, how's the engagement? You announced that on our show that you're getting married.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a little difficult.
Again?
Yeah, already.
Already.
Well, you know, it's weird when you get engaged. A couple things happen. There's supposed to be joy there. That didn't happen.
They're supposed
Yeah,
to. Yes.
but no. As soon as you get engaged, I just find myself now. I'm overly critical of her. Like, I'm sitting there looking at her like, oh no, like a lot of that.
Because now it's not just a girlfriend. Now it's the future wife.
Right. And I thought, I got engaged. It buy me a little time. But now every day it's like, when's the wedding? When is the wedding? Where are we going to have the wedding?
Boy.
And we actually had a fight a couple nights ago over that. Like because at some point, like, I don't know if this is true for everybody, but she goes, well, what kind of wedding you want? I'm like, I'm not the fucking girl. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that your choice? And it became it's sort of a big deal. And so, because of that fight, we almost weren't engaged anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. So I need to.
They
push
want
it.
to. They want to feel though that the guy is as excited as they are. So when they say what kind of wedding, they expect you to go, oh yeah, I want this. That.
Oh no,
yeah.
I don't. What I say is, I've been married twice. This is number 3.
It's nothing to me.
Yeah. Well, no, not. I'm not gonna.
Oh, you should.
You can't
say
say
it means
that.
Nothing. It means nothing to me. It is a one-sided contract I'm about to enter into.
Outside of that, it's going pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Do you know what year you're getting married?
Well, imagine next year.
Oh, it
Jim.
is next year?
Yeah, I mean, I can't.
Date not set.
No, that's a big problem for them too. I mean, I really thought it would buy me a little time, but it's not.
And it's her
not
first?
Yeah, it's her first.
So she wants the whole deal.
No, she doesn't. It's beautiful.
Oh.
She's like, she said, no, I just want it to be us. And then she said, your mother can come, but I'd rather she didn't.
Wow.
My father said that a lot.
So what she wants to do is just get married, the two of us, so it's our day, and then she wants to take a trip and then maybe have a party for other people. No, it's great.
Let me tell you how that won't work out. Because you don't invite people, they get mad. You invite one or two people, now you have to invite other people because they'll get mad that you invited somebody.
Yeah.
And you can't invite nobody because there's people that are very close to you. So it's going to be quite a few people.
It's going to be 400 people.
Yeah, it's just...
This leads to a 400 people wedding.
I tried that. I was like, I don't want... At my lovely wedding that I had at a place that later became a strip club in Comac.
In honor of your failed wedding?
Yes,
it became a strip club
in honor of my failed wedding. It became a strip club, and the accountant that used to do mine and Opie's taxes did it in the basement of the same strip club that I got married in. It's all one whole big melange of shit. We didn't want to invite anybody.
Yeah,
and then she's like, "Well, my mother has to."
Right.
And then I'm like, "Well, now if your mother comes and my mother finds out." And that I didn't invite her, so then you got to invite that. And now what's Mom going to come alone? No, she needs fucking Sal with her, and this one needs that, and then the fucking brother and sister now have. And before you know it, full house,
400 people.
Well, the second.
What were you asking? Sorry, Mark. What were you asking, Colin? You were asking me.
I was asking if it was a catering hall. First, I'd like to know for an episode of The Fucking Talk. Now, listen. Now, I'd like to ask if it was a...
You asshole. That's funny.
I want the name of that catering hall that you got married in Comac.
Oh, well, it's now called...
It had to be like the Debonair.
The Debonair. It was the Inn at the Crossroads, right, where Jericho and 347 split in Comac.
I bet the DeStefanos have a piece of that, too, right?
Yeah, of course.
We may.
I think I saw you at the door a couple of times. That was wonderful. What a wedding! What a wedding that was. It was the place my mom worked at.
I did the small wedding, the second one, and that didn't work out. I mean, I got married in the backyard for the second wife, and that happened pretty quickly. And the rules on that one, I think, was no fathers. So there were no fathers at this one. Yeah, so that's going to work out.
A little baggage,
when she says, "I don't want my dad here," I'm like, "All right, this is not a red flag.
That is good." Oh my God!
I'll just step into that role, I guess. Is what's going to happen. So,
the steamer trunk of baggage.
Yeah, but I knew it, and I kind of know it this time too. But I'm older now, so I figure I'm tired. She wants to have a kid, so I think that's what.
No, that's okay.
No, that was not what that look was.
Well, he doesn't like kids.
I was just thinking it on my own.
Unless
Again, I was thinking it personally,
yourself?
not anybody. Everybody I've seen that has had kids, Opie and stuff, and
Yeah.
Travis, they love it.
It changes your life, right? And that's a good reason to have a
changes
kid.
your life,
Change
Mark.
your life.
Change your life.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I want to have a kid because I don't feel good about me.
Well, yeah.
Isn't that the reason people have children?
That's kind of why I don't want to. I kind of like the fact that I could just fucking, walk around. I don't have to worry about looking at my pool if there's fucking something at the bottom. It's great.
Yeah, that's the last thing you need when you're taking a dip.
Whoops.
To see that little chew toy. Oh, boy. A shoe.
I don't need that shit.
It's all going well. It's going to be good.
That's
I'm
good.
excited about it. I love her. It's crazy, but the neighbors haven't called the cops or anything, so we're on a better trajectory.
Has every girl you've been with had some kind of father issue?
Don't they all?
Do you go for? I'm assuming they do, and the ones that say they don't are full of shit.
Yeah, the ones they say that don't, they're kind of boring. I mean, if people don't really have, if people aren't fucked up, I mean, they're not even on my radar. It's not even going to register, other than like, oh, what's that person doing?
I've had people tell me though after a while, because I apparently every ex-girlfriend I've ever had is batshit crazy, and I've had people go, maybe it's not them. Maybe you're big.
Absolutely,
and
right.
they start doing that, and I'm like, fuck, man, I don't even have anything to come back to.
I find if a woman is like, and not just meeting somebody, but if I date somebody and they're attracted to me and they enjoy our sex, there has to be a problem there by default.
Something wrong.
I found that in my life, as soon as a woman says, I'm getting along so much better with my father, I'm 2 weeks away from a breakup.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
yeah. And the one thing you don't want is to get together with a girl that has problems with the father, and then they have this like makeup thing, and now
yeah, it's the
he's in
word.
your fucking life.
Yeah, she's talking to him a lot. You're just an idiot. She made a mistake with.
I
Your
haven't
dad's
had to-
telling the same stories you've been telling her about the same shows. My favorite Martian. Where have I heard that? Oh, my boyfriend.
Yeah, when you could really carry on a real relatable conversation with the dad. You know, hey, I remember graduating that same year. It gets a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's the boat I'm in. Yeah.
Why don't we ask the Why don't we
Yeah.
ask the future possible lunch dates if they have father issues?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Go ahead,
We
Sam
got a
Roberts.
We got a. Yeah. All right.
You fucking twink.
Jimmy might go out
Over
on a
there.
date, Mark Maron, with one of these girls.
I met a couple of the gals here.
Yeah. I mean, he's still trying to figure it out.
Going over there, huh? All right. Any daddy issues? There you go.
They
Shove
don't.
the mic in her face.
They don't always know, you know.
I know. That's why I'm gonna.
They don't see that they have any issues.
Right.
They're just not speaking to him, and they cry when they hear his name.
This would here's the baggage my ex-wife had.
Yeah.
As far as daddy issues
Jesus.
goes. I guess she was probably 13, 14 years old. Christmas Day. Mm-hmm. Christmas Day.
Nice.
The dad walked out on the family on Christmas Day when she was 14. Got himself a whole new family.
Yeah.
And never spoke to the other family again. So Christmas was a joy with her. Holy shit. Every fucking, here comes Santa Claus, here comes... Oh, fuck. He fucked them up. Oh my God. Big time. Christmas Day. So every Christmas and Father's Day and anything to do with dad just was a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible.
Let's ask the girls there.
Anything?
Kelly?
How's your relationship with your dad, Kelly?
I guess if I said I had no daddy issues, he would know I was lying anyway. So maybe a little bit.
I can say the fact that you flew here alone to see this show leads me to believe that you don't have the Ward Cleaver type dad at home.
You're probably right.
Yeah. So when did he walk out?
I was 19.
19 when he decided he was just going to what? Take off? And was it another lady?
Yes, it was.
He was cheating on your mom?
Yes.
Well, it's nice he waited till you're at least legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as he left his in childhood.
That's good.
Did you still talk to him?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Did you know things were amiss before he left?
No, I was.
Oh, wow.
Well, afterwards, I was like, oh, yeah, obviously.
In hindsight,
yes,
right?
Of course.
Yeah, whenever I walk into the bathroom, he's washing his dick in the sink.
Wow. Oh, my God.
This is the saddest dating game ever.
It is sad. Did your mom badmouth him a lot after that? Like,
Not too bad. It wasn't too bad. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe she kept it to herself because that's always the best thing. Because my mom and dad, believe it or not, didn't have the most ideal marriage either. and my dad pretty much got as far away from my mom that he could in the continental United States. And she badmouthed him a lot, which just made me want to go out there and live with it. It sounded great. What an asshole. He chases women, he drinks. He goes, this is fucking fantastic. I'm going to base my life on this. So you still talk to him.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But you think he's like, you can't be happy with what he did.
Yeah, you get over it.
All right. She never got over it. Never. That's good. Okay.
Now let's see what happens over
What do
here.
you got?
Yeah.
Top that.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
What did your dad do?
Oh, my dad. Oh.
Cross-dresser?
No, my dad's
I like to wear women's clothing. Yes.
not quite.
No?
He's a very large man. He's very much a guy's guy. I grew up with a bunch of brothers.
Nagel?
So. What's that?
Thought his name was Nagel.
Nagel? No, it's Paul.
Yay.
She doesn't get any of these jokes.
I have
She's
no
new
idea.
she's new to the program.
Yes.
She's never heard the show before.
No.
And she was the second choice of the friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Oh, wow.
Paul's just a character.
Let's recap 20 years of
It's a lighthearted
wonderfulness.
character.
Yeah,
So he's a large man.
The large man.
Still married to your mom?
Yes, they're still married.
Miserable?
No, he had a wife. He had a wife before he met my mom.
Ah, okay. This is a little evilness. Any family? You have any half brothers?
Yeah, I have 2 half brothers.
Half brothers.
I do.
Do they want to fuck you?
What, Anthony? Anthony.
I just say what everyone thinks.
Wow. That's fucking terrible. The question is, have they?
No, one of them is gay, so no.
Oh, well, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay. That's, I know. Oh, okay, so that is your dad can't be happy with that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying most dads don't want the thought of their son getting a big dick in their ass.
It's yeah.
Greek?
We're Greek.
Ah, okay.
So,
you're Greek?
It's kind of mandatory.
It's a sexy national.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, comes with the flag.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, okay.
Are you 100% Greek?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Have you? Right? You know the stereotype.
Yeah.
Right in the
I
old
remember the first time I heard the term Greek was my friend Dean Miller, who taught me. He was a little older and more advanced than I was, and he told me about getting Greeked. And I'm like, "What's that mean?" He's like, "Well, just go home and tell your mom that you want to get Greeked." So at home, I was telling my mom, "I really want to get Greeked, or I want to Greek somebody."
Called in your dad. Wow. Did she know what you meant?
Of course.
Wow.
Apparently she was a better egg than I thought.
Oh, shit. All right, so...
is she answering that question, or?
Yeah, she doesn't have big
the
daddy
second family
No, is she answering the Greek question?
There's something going on there.
Before he met my mom, and then they ran away and got eloped, and they've been pretty happy ever since.
Did you ever have the feeling that he feels more strongly for the first family than you?
Oh.
No, we actually all get along pretty well, but he's got a pretty nasty, angry Greek temper, which can be pretty funny sometimes.
Oh, really? Funny. Oh,
Funny.
she says it's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny as she's in tears.
Yeah.
As he's throwing people out of the diner.
Yeah, exactly.
Too early. Too early.
It's true.
She likes
You want the
that.
peas carrots? Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
Brings home those dumb baskets with the pickles and coleslaw in it. Hey, pickled coleslaw. You want? Very good. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, well, that's not really
She didn't
anything.
answer.
You win that one.
Oh, she didn't answer the other question. Terrible. He was asking about
The Greek thing. Either girl want to answer that.
what's that?
That's acceptable. I think people know that.
Oh,
I
you're
think it's understood.
No, but I mean, do you find that to be, not that you would do it, but do you find that to be an objectionable activity?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Whoa.
Point.
Back to Toronto.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about Toronto?
I can't beat that.
Wow.
Okay,
Damn.
I'm not big on ass fucking. I mean, I've done it.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. I'm being honest.
Is that what we were even talking about?
We were dancing around that. My God.
Yes.
No, I'm just throwing that out there like I would no matter what you're talking about.
Jimmy, you ready to make a decision?
Did someone try and fuck you all up about it?
No.
No one's ever tried.
I'm gonna give
Come
her
on.
that one. I'll
You were
give her
asleep.
that one.
Yeah.
Drunk. Come on.
Then I wouldn't know.
No. Oh, okay.
You would know.
Yeah, if you woke up and you thought you sat in cranberry sauce.
Then I would know.
You guys are psycho.
Hey, I was referencing an injury.
Wow. Oh my God. Okay.
All right, Jimmy's not ready to make his decision yet.
No, they're both fantastic.
They are
He's
very.
taking one of these
lovely
gals
girls.
to lunch there, Mark.
Beautiful girl.
To
Very
lunch.
lovely.
Yeah. The one girl has never heard the show, and the other one's a pretty big fan.
Such
so.
a fan that she flew here alone from Toronto.
Well, then I think you should go with the one that you're going to surprise in a couple hours. You've got a whole new audience here to.
I've never had anybody want that on their chest before.
You might want to break that to her, Jimmy.
I thought this was lunch. Why are we showering?
You want to break that one to her, Jimmy?
Well, just I've joked about being tinkled on.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a crazy thing I've joked about.
She's nodding.
Yeah.
She said she's an 8 as far as craziness in
Out
the
of 10.
sack.
But
She was being
10.
conservative.
She was lowering her number,
She
though.
said, she said an 8, but she was lowering it.
And
So
she wasn't bragging because we asked, and then
we're thinking you're 10 crazy. Which would probably include, a little squat over somebody, a little tinkle. Right?
Well, no, she spends 2 hours with Jim. She goes to 10.4.
Okay.
Get add percentage points.
That's it with that crazy little sound girls make. Nothing better.
That's a girl pissing.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah. That's an amazing impression of a
You've
girl
never been
pissing.
in the bathroom when a girl's taking a leak?
No,
It's
I
hilarious.
have, but it didn't sound like a balloon.
No, it's like... Yeah? Yeah, it makes like a fucking wacky
Sounds like
sound.
a dentist drill.
It does. Yeah.
Now, did you work on that impression over time in the bathroom?
Yes, I was like, piss again. I got to get this straight. No, that's not quite it. Piss, more water. Drink. I got it. Yeah, I got this. I'm the fucking Rich Little of vaginas.
I'd buy that CD.
Yes.
What are you kidding me?
The Rich Little of vaginas on sale now.
Just a pair of pussy lips doing Carson. I'll take Monday off.
I think he was actually here. Wasn't he here the first week of the festival? Rich Little? No, the Rich Little of Vaginas.
Yes, I think Rich Little of Vaginas was here.
He's a French act.
Club Soda.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess
a good answer.
Are we any other questions, Jimmy, or we'll get back to the
We'll
ladies?
get back to them because
Right.
that was a good answer by both. They're both very honest. I prefer honesty over
Those
anything.
guys are really close to you over there. I actually thought that hand was your leg. Was on your leg. Did you almost do that? Lean over and you're trying.
Are you working it a little
Are
bit?
you trying to bump the knuckles against the back of the thigh? That's what I do.
Just
on the bus.
feel a little bit, right?
I was thinking about it. I was hoping you guys wouldn't talk to her. I was working her before the show. I told her I was going to bring her to lovely Ronkonkoma, Long Island.
Is that where you're from?
The Conch.
The Conch.
We love the Conch. From Long Island. I worked in Ronkonkoma.
Where, Birds? You ever go to Birds?
No, Forbidden Fruit, though. You ever hear of that one? That's a gem.
That's a newer place.
I love the Ronkonkoma strip clubs. Girls with the fucking bullet wound scars. Oh, my God.
You go in for lunch, and they're vacuuming the stage, and have to shuffle away it and get back on
Oh,
the
it's
stage.
fantastic.
Perfect.
Fucking lubing up the pole. They do that clean. I like when the stripper has to like get the Windex out.
Clean the mirror.
She's cleaning the mirror. It's like, You
Right, just dance. Jesus.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Exactly.
Stop trying to class up the joint. Yeah. Wow, the conch. Nice. You came up just for this show, or you got business up here?
Well, I moved to Boston and was going to be up here for a bachelor party anyway, so I figured I'd leave at midnight,
party.
get up here a little early.
Did you go to the bachelor party yet, or you got it?
No, after this.
After this?
It starts.
Wow. What is it going to entail? A little strip club action?
Probably,
Yeah.
most likely.
Blowjobs?
Everything.
For each other?
Little 10-man Greek session.
all right.
Nice.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. How many?
knew
How
you'd
many?
like that one, Jim.
How many guys? How many guys in this?
10 guys.
10 guys, all fucking sexed up, just walking around Montreal.
Suffolk County dirtbags.
Yeah. Fucking Long Island and Boston assholes.
Just
Getting
ready
together.
to rip it.
Landscape fucking pricks.
Yeah, what the fuck? This cunt don't want to do nothing.
You don't even fucking answer me. Speaking
Exactly.
fucking English.
I'll touch the fucking girls. This mook ain't gonna stop me. Yeah, you guys are destined for some fights.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck.
Nothing like Mr. DiStefano over there, though.
Yeah.
No, why'd you move to Boston?
Went to school up there. Liked it up there.
I feel like a lot of
Family. Not a cool story.
It is a traitorous thing to do as a New
like,
Yorker
what the fuck?
to kind of move
Yeah,
to
it was
Boston.
Were you a Yankees fan or a Mets fan?
Yeah, Yankees, Jets.
And you moved to fucking Boston?
That's
Yeah.
good.
That's not good, right, Chris? My dad would not approve of that.
Shit. At all. Oh shit.
Seems like all he cares about is what are you, the Sox? Are you with the fucking Sox? You a Red Sox fan? You pussy.
No way.
This guy's an MMA fighter, Dad. He'll beat the shit out of you.
They start the Yankees suck chants like in church.
Yeah, exactly.
Anywhere they got two or more people.
Yeah.
Yankees suck. Yankee. Yeah, sure they do.
I had that at the DMV actually. 2 days ago.
Yankees suck.
Getting a lot of shit. I got the new license plate with a little New York flair to it.
What does it say?
I'd rather not.
You don't want to give it.
Is it Yankee related?
Yes.
In Boston? You're nuts.
Gotta.
What's left for license
crazy.
plates that you could possibly get that's Yankee related that hasn't been taken?
It was
The
clever.
Yankees are great. Massachusetts.
Wow, you're looking for trouble. That's crazy. Drive around Boston and fucking with that?
It'll be all right. It's a little.
It's got to be an old.
It's not as obvious. They're not that smart up there. So.
Now you tell them they're not smart.
Nice.
It's got to be an old car, though. You don't give a fuck if they take it back to it.
It's from Long Island. It's probably a Camaro. Hey, Angela, get in the fucking car, you fucking piece of shit. You talking to him, you fucking bitch. Yeah.
An IROC, is that what they were called?
An IROC. Yeah. IROC.
Italian retards out cruising. So.
Well, it's better than the one they had for Pontiac.
Wow.
That was the first joke my father ever told me. Was that
Of course it was.
It's true. Yeah, I always remember that.
Of course
Holy
it
shit!
was.
I don't even know the joke.
It's poor old nigga thinks it's a
Cadillac.
Cadillac. Well, I don't say the N word.
Yeah, except
I'm
just then.
offended by saying N word. Yeah, but that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think in Canada I just committed a felony.
Yeah,
apparently
it's
you
like
could
we're
be
not in Vancouver. They
hauled
fucking
off to jail.
Human
for
Rights Commission.
Even saying that. I don't know. Very diverse crowd here today.
Yeah.
See, I was being sarcastic.
Yeah. As always. As always.
As always. I was very surprised. The streets of Montreal, so quiet, so peaceful.
Really?
No crazy people screaming on the corners. No one. We were in traffic yesterday trying to get to dinner, and not one person honked a horn.
No,
it's
wait till
amazing.
Wait till you go to that theater tonight. You'll see that's the fucking district.
Is that when it comes out?
Maniacs walking on giant fucking homeless dogs and fucking all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
Right up the street, right?
Is it crazy?
It's
Yeah.
like that Occupy Wall Street.
It gets a little.
no,
They're psychos.
Yeah.
So a guy fucking had a dog. There was a needle in his. It was gross. It was gross in that one part. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, yeah. It's right. A few blocks away. It's heavy up there. Yeah.
I had I had my keys. I was fucking ready to go.
Keys in your knuckles, ready to go, man.
Not that, because I was with my girlfriend and they were saying something. So I was like, I don't, because like I said, I'm not a fighter at all. But it's like, you don't say anything to fucking her. Don't say anything to her. And I almost lost her.
Shit!
That's you serious? I'm not a fighter at all, but
no. Well, I think we get really protective of women. I don't.
He'll start throwing if you fucking
right. No, I had no doubt.
Yeah, he just said he said something stupid, but he was all fucking
What'd he
junkied out.
say?
So what was I going to do? She's got red hair, So he just said something. I don't know. It was in French. I just assumed it was stupid. To me, it was stupid.
Yeah,
French is stupid.
You can tell by the tone.
Yeah. He said, I was, "What the fuck you say? You fucking Pink Panther motherfucker! You want to go at it?" No,
But you're not a
Don't
fighter.
feel
You're not a
bad. He
fighter.
said the same thing to Sam when he walked by.
Hello, Rouge. How are you?
Something about the rug matching the chapeau.
Something like that.
Something like that. I understand.
Something.
Very offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you jump in if your chick starts some shit though? Like chicks will do that. They'll fucking fuck you asshole, and then they expect. And if it's you, that's fucking great. If it's me, ooh.
Chicks.
No, definitely.
Chicks.
I definitely try to diffuse it.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Tell your chick to shut up. You ever do that?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'd rather get into a fight with her than have to fucking,
Right.
knock somebody's teeth out and then what?
Because your chick calls them an asshole.
Right.
They call her a fucking cunt. Now
Well,
you got to jump in.
I got a good chick because she's hot, but she doesn't, and she knows it, but she's also does comedy too, so she's and she's got a lot of daddy issues, and so she's but she's comfortable and she's good, and she knows she can take care of herself, which is good, and she's 100% Sicilian, so she's
wow.
And her brothers are, machines of men, so.
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
so she's cool, she's protected, but I wouldn't, no, she's good, but
All
this
right.
homeless guy he almost pushed it too far and almost kicked his fucking dog in the fucking jaw.
Oh,
wow.
Who are you fucking Patrick Bateman?
Why don't you get a job?
Well, after I was on the show yesterday, my buddies were like, "Hey, we were listening." He was like, they were telling me Chris, you snap more than you realize, and I was like, "No, I don't." And then they were like, "No, you do." And then I started getting really aggravated.
You were ready to snap.
at expectations. I was like, "I'm gonna fucking put somebody in a coma right now. All I want is ham."
But that's always the best response to that. You have an anger problem. What the fuck does that mean?
Right. What are you fucking even talking about? Yeah. Wow, that's yeah.
I'm one of those guys who I guess maybe you want people to me or something like that, and I just feel like I hold a lot of shit in, a lot of shit bothers me, about some of the things my friends say, or I just never say anything. I'm like, nah, I don't want to cause an argument. You look like you're having a nice day. I don't want to ruin this. But then I go home and I fucking brush my teeth till my gums bleed. And I'm just like, I'm trying to wiggle my teeth out. I'm squeezing soap, I just sit on the toilet. I don't even have to shit. I just want to squeeze.
You got a lot of that. You'll keep it inside.
Yeah, but I never have snapped. Besides the baseball bat.
Baseball bat
was a couple of times.
chair.
And the chair.
But it was 9/11.
Yeah, it was 9/11, and the other guy fouled me.
Yeah. We understand.
Yeah, other than that, I'll never. No, I don't like to fight.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
I find that as I get older, like if I get in a fight with my girlfriend, obviously there's no bats or chairs. I don't know what happened here earlier, but but I'm literally too fucking old for it. Like we get into a yelling thing because she'll go at it with me. Like there's a couple kinds of women. They're the kinds that cry quickly, and then the ones where it takes some time. And like so we fight, and she's yelling, and I'm yelling, and it's like Joe Pesci in that scene from Casino where he's kicking the guy and he's got to take a break. Yeah, he's like, like literally, it's like I'm screaming. I'm like, I got to sit down. I got no more. I'm too old for this shit. It's ridiculous, and I'm exhausted the next day. And she's like, "What's the matter?" I'm like, "You're gonna kill me. I'm dying from this."
Yeah,
and that's why I love her.
When I fight with a chick, it's like Pesci from JFK. She pulls off her blonde wig, and I realize it's just a bald guy.
A terrible fucking weakness.
Fuck me.
That crying part is that's a fork in the argument road right there.
When she cries,
once she starts crying, the original argument becomes like it morphs into something else.
No, then there's no argument anymore.
Right.
Then you just become an apology monster because right. As soon as they cry, then it's a different issue. Like you're an animal, and and there's the argument has no bearing on anything. Then it's just packing clothes. Things are being loaded. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And then you have to. And I've talked about this before. Having sex on a pile of clothing that's been taken out of drawers to leave you with is the best sex. Yeah, everything depends on it. It's very important.
Jesus, that's cutting it close.
It's a metaphor.
It is a metaphor.
Yes.
Oh, really?
People these guys are like, what's fucking wrong with him?
Anthony makes his girlfriend cry. Wah!
Oh, Colin. Yeah, you're good.
Uncle Paul.
I want to say I fight less. We fight less. I fight less with this one than I ever have, and it's getting much better. Everything's good.
It's just because you're resigning yourself to the fact that
I have to. Enough already, right?
Yeah. Why jump in sometimes and get into
just take it.
A brawl?
Yeah.
Just right.
I wish my girl would start shit with people because when she doesn't. Then I hear about it for an hour. Like if something happens, like that guy's a fucking ass. Did you see what he did? I mean, it's entertaining, and it's probably better that she doesn't start shit. But a lot of times, like the discussion of how much of an asshole someone is based on one interaction.
Right.
Like he didn't say thank you. That's an hour that we're going to talk about that. The assessment of that situation.
That sounds like a problem.
No, it's all right. It's entertaining. Yeah. Then I don't have to talk. I just listen and go, okay, what an asshole. It's horrible, that guy.
Do you feel like, Marky, your girl ever provokes you? Like I feel like my girl, if I miss something, she'll let me know, that guy just said I had a nice ass, And I'm just like, well, I didn't see it, so would you want me to go back?
Yeah.
And then I feel like if I don't, there was one, last week, I guess a guy was hitting on her, and I didn't realize it, and she was like, when we got back, she was like, you just let that guy hit on me? I was like, what? I thought you guys were talking like human beings.
God.
Do you want me to go fucking find? What do you want me to do? And then she just gets me charged up, and then, it's just a fucking blowout fight.
Right.
And then
with her.
Yeah.
Well, the provoking jealousy thing, that's a nightmare. Cause that doesn't happen a lot, but it's when you don't give them enough attention. They're like, then they say something like, guys, they hit on me too. They do all the time. And you're like, what do you mean all the time? Well, you just don't notice it. What are you fucking talking about? Yeah. And then all of a sudden you're in it. And then, and
then
maybe they're delusional.
I don't know what this comes from.
Yeah.
But every time that happens with us, when we fight like that and we have make-up sex, I never pull out.
Yeah. You want to have an anger baby?
Yeah, it's something like I just want to fucking, it's like a weird thing, and she's brought it up to me because she's not on the pill, and we just pull out, and every time this happens, I'm just fucking, I'm just like, I'm going to come inside of you. She's like, no, don't. I'm like, I'm going to fucking do it. And then I do it.
Yeah.
And then we're fucking, plan B or fingers crossed. Or,
right, well, it's a good story for a kid. The night you were conceived, I wanted to kill your mother. I was killing her with my cock when you happened.
And I'm saying that through a fucking glass window in prison.
She's holding up the baby.
There's another thing that look that a girlfriend will give you when you ask her a question or say something, and you realize from the look, it's like, oh no, she told me this before.
Oh yeah,
I'm asking her a question. Yeah. She obviously told me this, and I was just not paying attention or listening.
And like the question is, do you mind if I fuck my ex? She's addressed.
And you get a look and then you go like, oh fuck, and then you just start rattling through your head and cannot remember what she was rambling on and babbling about. Like we're supposed to pick up the tidbits of real information in that inane, droning babble.
Wow. Damn. There's a lot of love there, Anthony. Yeah.
Come on.
Or wait, what's worse, I don't know, is when I know that happens on my side where I'll tell her something, she's like, I know, you told me this before.
Oh, yeah.
And then you just feel like a stupid old guy. That's the other.
Oh, no, you never want to do that.
It's the worst. The old guy thing it's never going to go away. Yeah. She's 20 years younger than me, so I'm doomed. And it's just never going to go away. The old guy thing is just, it's a constant thing. Every day you wake up and you're like, I'm so lucky I'm dying. It's like, I can't, that's the biggest problem.
Nothing sexier in front of a younger girl than having to pull out your reading glasses, right, and having them low on your nose as you look up at her.
Yeah.
What? Excuse me? Oh, it's just so sexy. I bet.
The worst thing is when she hovers right here and she looks at the side of my head. She's like, we got to do your ears. That's why don't you just whisper, you're old. You're old.
My God. Nothing better than looking at the multicolored nail polish on chewed up fingernails running it through your gray chest hairs. It's a treat.
It's your hand.
Sam handed a note. We got a fucking break, unfortunately.
What?
Just because of live
Sam's
reads.
a killjoy.
No kidding.
So we'll take a break and we'll hang out.
Yeah, we'll take a break. Mark Maron's here. You sticking around, Mark? You got a place to go?
Not for 20 minutes.
All right. We'll talk about the second season of the TV show. Congrats on that.
Yeah.
Very happy for you.
Thank you very much.
Of course, Colin Quinn is here, and Chris DiStefano. You sticking around?
Sure.
And we got another comic in the audience wants to say hi that Jay Moore turned me on to. Oh, the little fella.
What?
That's not a nice way to
He's a little fella.
Christ.
What?
The fuck? I don't know. It just doesn't seem right.
He's a little guy.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
Oh, Jimmy. All right, we'll be back live in Montreal at the Just for Laughs Festival.